Alright, hello Internet, this is Jack Red BT, your knight in not so shining armor, and today we're back with more ActRaiser. Wait, let me turn my Wiimote back on. Last time, the world here kind of went to hell in a handbasket, and if that isn't a fitting allegory for today, so look at these here. Bloodpool is still in basically civil war with each other. Cassandora got hit with COVID, more or less. Itos is dealing with a volcanic eruption. Marana has turned against the Master. Northwall, they're freezing their asses off up there. And in Fillmore, they're saying, what problems? Yeah, Fillmore's just like a boomer paradise where nothing ever goes wrong, but everybody else has to suffer. Yeah, but we're gonna fix that, though. First, we're gonna go to Bloodpool. These people have been fighting long enough. So, hi there, Lemon Eye. How you doing? I'm doing good. People become bitter and selfish. Yep, people are bitter and selfish, especially nowadays. That's working too hard. Okay, so I've been letting these people basically fight amongst themselves. The solution is the harmonious music that we got from Cassandora. Using this. Can't you tell what the man was feeling when he wrote this music? Sir Jackrid, this music will calm people's hearts and help eliminate quarrels. Unexpected. My master, Bloodpool has extended its borders to the far reaches of the ocean. With man's invention of a device known as a compass, our navigational ability has improved tremendously. Present this compass as an offering. Please accept it. Yes. Alright, so now we calmed them down, they're gonna start building again. But before we do that, we need to do something that's a bit insane, but trust me, it helps in the long run. Do an earthquake, which basically destroys any of the non-level 3 houses, which actually a pretty decent chunk of them, but it's okay, they will rebuild. They're not killing each other. It is pretty good music. Definitely better than the traditional village theme. So God hates the poor. God plays favorites. I don't know if you missed it here, because I'll just go over it again here, because we have the different cities here. Bloodpool was basically fighting amongst each other. Cassandora's been hit with a plague, aka COVID. In fact, I should go there now and show. Yes, my master, too many of our people are dying of the plague. It's terrible to see so many suffer, wither, and die. Please save us from suffering. From the COVID. So yeah, they're infected with COVID. Go over to Itos. The dormant volcano has erupted. This will be destroyed by the eruption. Yes, come down and fight for us and seal the monster's lair. Yeah, this is basically getting us ready for 2027. Meanwhile, in Marana, from here, no one's here. Could it be that those two have also had their hearts drawn away by the evil powers? Let's enter the shrine and fight to save the people. If you can't tell by the little demon faces, they've basically been corrupted by evil. And then we have North Wall, where I haven't built it yet, but as you can see, being up by the North Pole, essentially, they're going to be freezing their butts off. Meanwhile, looking at the status of Fillmore, it's hit max population, so it's not going to grow anymore, but basically Fillmore is the boomer paradise, while everybody else has to deal with bullshit. But it's okay, though. The people here will rebuild. Because, yeah. And over there we can see a person walking his doggo amongst the wheat fields. Now let's take an offering. They have a compass. My master, that's called a compass. This great invention will always tell you the direction of your travels. This also enables people to navigate the open seas for fishing. Yeah, that's all we have right now, or my inventory's full. Basically, I have some angel arrows, a thing of wheat, and more or less quest items. Yep, they're still building, thankfully. Let me just double check here and see what the max amount they'll go to is. Okay, the max amount is 874. So not as many as Fillmore, but still a decent amount. Of course, that's provided that you build properly, which means only the bare minimum amount of bridges. In this case, 3. Keep it going, guys. You're almost there. Which I did, right? Yeah, yes, I did. The two areas that are really a pain to get the max population for is Fillmore and Bloodpool, because first let me bring up here levels 14, hit points 21. Level up again when the population becomes 3,700. Because the way it works is the map has effectively a 128 object limit, and bridges count towards that limit. And there's no way to actually destroy a bridge once it's built. So any excess bridges is simply a house that's wasted. In Fillmore, max population is 914 if you build only one bridge. Which I did. And they've hit the magic number, it should look like. Let me just check the thing here. Okay, yes, when it says max, they're not going to build any further. So then we can go on to another area. Let's go to Cassandora, where COVID hit. So, here. Take some herb, get high. This the people will no longer be afflicted with the plague. They come up with even better music now. And now that they're no longer dying of COVID, they're going to be building up, and let's see, their max population, just like Bloodpool, is 874. But this map really does highlight the whole 128 object limit. I could remove all this extra sand, but unless I get stuck somewhere before 874, I'm not gonna remove it, because there'd be no point. Actually, real quick, since I have that compass, I'm actually going to go drop it off at Fillmore, because we can actually get an item here. Use a compass. This area can now navigate the open seas, and they got something for us. Our master, we have learned the skills of deep-sea fishing. Our deep-sea fishing is bound to yield curious finds other than fish. If something is found, I'll inform you. I got the little boat over there. Boat's finding something, or it will find something. Oh, there we go. See, my master, a strange jewel was discovered during our fishing expedition. Presented to you as an offering. Please accept it. And they have a source of life, which is an extra life for the platforming side, or the side-scrolling parts. But again, they're not going to build any further now, so back to Cassandora. Get to that 612 right now. How did they get that? The source of life? I gave them the compass item from Bloodpool. And if you give it... Well, there's actually two places you can go with the compass, but there really should be something here where... trying to send them in the direction of this bird thingy over here. So I think maybe we have to build a little bit more first. More houses. Still going. More buildings, more, Oh. Is this it? We found an ancient tablet under the rock at the ancient ground drawing. The tablet says something about an island that has the same shape as the ground drawing. We present this tablet to you. Please accept it. It mentions something about a bird-shaped island. It is given to people living on such an island. You may become enlightened. Yep, and if you couldn't tell when we looked at the map, they're referring to Marana, which has an island that's shaped like a bird. If we gave the compass to them, they would find something. They would basically find the same thing as if we gave them the tablet. Which is why I gave it the compass to the people of Fillmore, because they would find something else. Keep on building, guys. You're almost there. I know I kind of left you screwed a bit with your plague, but yeah, these I mean, stuff here like the Strength of Angel, the Bomb, and the Wheat, they're stuff you kind of find regularly. Stuff here like the Sheep's Fleece, the Tablet, the Music, and the Herb are, in a sense, key items that move the plot along. Still going. Okay, since this area is getting kind of full, I think I'm going to just point them down here. Again, if I really need to, I'll wash away some of this sand, but I shouldn't need to, because when all the sand is gone, and you just see kind of how much empty space there is, in terms of like, well, why aren't they building anymore? Well, that's the 128 object limit I told you about. Realistically, Cassandora should have by far the biggest population, but that stupid limit gets in the way. In fact, I don't even know why, I don't even understand how they came to the numbers for what became the most, or who got what. And our level is increased again. HP, or level is 15, and hit points are 22. Population becomes 4,100. Like, maybe their order? No, because, I mean, Fillmore is the first one, and it does have the highest population, but then the one with the lowest is Marana, which is only, Area 5 if we go by this. All I really know is when it comes to building, there's a limit to how many objects I guess they could render with the Super Nintendo. And with that, they kind of, you know, it was limited, but they had to work within it. And I think they're done with things, so we're gonna just wash away some of this. Just connect these through the road here. Wait, what the heck? What happened there? That makes no sense. I'll just connect these roads just for funsies. That's so odd. Okay, well, it's saying slow, which means they should still be building, but I guess if they're not going to, we'll just wash away some of this, some more desert. And just have a road to nowhere, basically. Well, I think maybe it also has, there's a couple areas in particular that have what's called a, phantom house or whatever, where for some reason it just won't, you have to be in a different area and then it will, spawn something. But first, I guess while we try to figure out what's going on with Cassandora, we'll go to Marana, where the people have been possessed by a mind virus. So now we have to basically go into the temple and save them. It's Marana Act 2. Is this a warning? Well, I mean, the music is kind of setting the tone. They're telling us the future. Yeah, that was just me deliberately setting things up in a way to cause the most hassle. Let's be honest. I mean, when I when I first booted up the game here, I made the joke about how, you know, it's basically a God simulator, but God kind of went on vacation at the start of 2020. Which would explain a heck of a lot. Oh. Hold on, can I bounce back? I guess not. That's fine. Can send me back up here anyway. Oh, and I did not mean to do. I didn't mean to do that. It's okay. The boss here is kind of. kind of a boss where using the magic stardust really doesn't help all that much. That's an interesting detail. Because I'm swinging at the spikes, it makes a metal sound. Also, they're not insta-death, thankfully. I have enough health. All those people that I built up in Bloodpool and Cassandora helps give me extra hit points. So... Also, we got 9 lives, so... that's plenty. I think I gotta time it just... Yep, just time it right there. Ha, ha. The boss, and since I'm at such low health, I'm just gonna let myself get zapped and start the fight over proper, or not. I mean, if that's where the boss is, there should be an apple to fully replenish health. Maybe I went the wrong way. Or just didn't see it. Do I work on the days I stream? Yes. I work Monday through Friday, and then I stream Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I do that simply because I don't want to feel like if I stream on like Fridays and Saturdays that it kind of, you know, feels overwhelming and whatnot. Whatever. How do I manage? That's the neat part. I don't really, I mean, I'll try my best, but sometimes if work gets too hectic, or I end up, you know, too much stuff happens, I just kind of will choose to not stream that day. But I do have VODs on YouTube for purposes like that, where I'll typically put up a VOD instead, just to give people something to watch. Here, doesn't look like it. Alright, fuck it, we'll fighting basically, I think the boss's name is Kali. It's supposed to be based on like a Hindu mythology here. It's doing something at least. Whew, okay, a little close, but this boss is kind of a pain. But Marana Act 2 clear. And a kick-ass score. Let's see, expected people in Marana have something to tell you. Cultivating the land of Marana was a difficult task for us. No matter how many homes we seemed to build, monsters came and destroyed them. In the midst of all our troubles, a man of eloquence appeared. He assured us that by becoming the monster's followers, trouble and hardship would be eliminated from our lives. What the hell does that remind you of? Alas, we were deceived by his words. I realize how susceptible human beings are. All of us learned a very important lesson from this experience. We will never betray you again. We can now carry on without your help. We'll never betray you, now get the hell out of here. Yep, you guys are getting an earthquake. That's what you get for turning against the creator, but it's okay. It's yeah, it is kind of deserved. So, but I mean, the houses that stand are basically level 3 civilization, which has the highest amount of people. Each house essentially represents 8 people. The ones that were destroyed had either 4 or 6 people. So overall, it'll be a net gain. Also, I better give these guys the tablet. That island has to be here somewhere. Let us give the tablet to the people and see what will happen. Yep. Oh, Master, an ancient tablet has fallen from the sky. You're welcome. As instructed by this tablet, we shall investigate the bird-shaped island. The little bird island over here. Meanwhile, the rest of the people will rebuild. But it is a nice attention to detail that you see little 2 people go up to the boat, and the boat go up to the island, and then I guess we'll see the people look around on the island. Yep, there they go. Yay! Found something. Keep going, guys. You're almost there. The max population for Marana is only 538, which is the smallest in the game. That's so low. Yeah, but there's not a whole lot of space to work with. In fact, we had to use an earthquake once before because originally there was a big gap between this part of the land and this part of the land, between up here and down here. So we had to use an earthquake in order to, you know, get it going. Also, did they get the, oh, they haven't found anything yet. Or I guess they haven't deciphered what to do yet. Oh. What do we have here? My master discovered the master's magic on the island northeast of here. We present this to you as an offering. Okay, we'll take that. The magical aura. That's magic in the platform stages. We basically have the 4 spells. Magical Fire, Magical Stardust, Magical Light, and Magical Aura. The Magical Aura is probably the second best after the Stardust, then Magic Fire, and then the Magic Light is kind of meh. Almost there. See, he's building a wheat field for some reason. Why are these guys dancing in the wheat fields? Because they can. Well, yeah, but, doesn't make sense. Okay, and, okay, Marana is maxed out. Let's go back to Cassandor and see if we can't figure out what the hell the holdup is here. Okay, screw it. I'm just gonna get rid of all the desert. I don't know, maybe this is why it's doing it. But nothing happened. I meant to guide the people. Hey, why the heck did that building, kind of disappear? What the hell's going on? Alright, fuck it. Get rid of all the rain. Or all the sand with rain. Anakin would be very happy with this. I don't get it. What did I do wrong here? This should be the easiest one to max out because of how much goddamn space there is. Instead, it just looks like houses go down, and then they just put them up somewhere else. Alright, do I gotta throw an earthquake at you guys, too? Because I'll do that, but, glitch? Maybe? It did destroy some of these other houses, so maybe, maybe there was, the smaller houses already, took over. Because it was at, 868, and then I, did Earthquake, it dropped to 826. So maybe, smaller houses were in the way, and I just didn't realize they were smaller. Okay, Cassandora is now maxed out. But, see what I mean here, where there's so much empty space? And that's not even counting the little divots here from the smaller houses that got blown away. There's clearly enough room here for many more houses, but alas, the SNES only has so much processing power. In fact, let me just double check here. I remember last time I checked, but let me just double check here. Okay, so apparently the Super Nintendo has 128 kilobytes of work RAM for the CPU, 64 kilobytes of video RAM for graphics processing, and 64 kilobytes or kilobits or whatever of dedicated sound RAM for the audio processor. So I'm just going to add all those numbers together and chalk it up to 256 kilobytes. Meanwhile, we have game developers with millions of times more processing power than the SNES ever had, and they struggle. But since nothing else is going to happen here in Cassandora, don't worry, those dark spots will just fill up, or will vanish. Now we have to solve the problem of Atos, which is getting rained on with Hellfire. Actually have to go and wait. Fight the monsters, so that the people will be able to be prosperous, like in Fillmore. Into a volcano. So, now that I think about it, who built these statues and why would they put them in such weird places? I mean, the master himself doesn't actually have a... Because with the master, he's just basically a ball of light, and he just animates the statue to come down and fight. And then, oh. Hey, Lexi, thank you for the follow. How you doing? Next area. And it's doing the wavy line thing. Oh. And the master got dipped in the ragu. Okay, lost too many lives here because I'm trying to maximize the score just to ensure I get enough people to max out the Aitos population. So we're just gonna do this. It's okay, he's a god. He's immortal. He can't actually die. He just gets hurt. This is probably one of the harder areas simply because of the lava. Ha. Ha, 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 ha. Okay, let's not dip into the lava this time. Oh. I say as I fall in the lava. The master tried to swim in lava. Also doesn't help that there doesn't seem to be many checkpoints here. So dying means going all the way back to the beginning. That sucks. Let's time this carefully. Oh, come on! My feet barely touched the lava. Yeah, I'm not a particular fan of this stage. The thing is, the boss is a complete joke if with the magical stardust. So I don't know, they messed up they balanced the difficulty out weirdly. They make the stage portion too hard and the boss too easy, instead of making both mildly challenging. So dump. Yeah, I know may seem weird, but I really want to get as good a score as possible and just... Because the extra lives count towards the score total. So I want to have as many of those as I can. Also, the Let's Play curse is a bitch. And the thing is, I'm playing this on my Wii, or the Wii digital download, which, you know, in the Wii Virtual Console, it doesn't have save states, so can't just, you know, abuse save states. Okay, we're just gonna have to just move quickly, I guess. Okay, that one doesn't fall into lava. Okay, why was that so difficult? Stand still, dumbass. A skill issue, yeah. Okay, please tell me that's, oh, it's a magic scroll. I could really go for an apple right now. And because I missed that, I guarantee you that has an apple in it. But it's okay, because Sky... You see, with one blast, he basically went, yeah. Like I said, with the magical Stardust, he was no challenge. Okay, 15,000, that's decent. Oh, I know it's unexpected, but people in Atos have something to say. Oh, Master, all the monsters in Atos have been destroyed. Thank you for taking care of us. We can now take care of ourselves. So please help other lands enjoy the peace we have here in Atos. Yeah, basically cleaning up, the mess left at the start of 2020. Now, let's move these guys around here to, build something, or just maximize roads. Even though the roads don't really mean much. Now for Atos, the max population is 802. So it's a pretty decent place with windmills that we get to scream at, or whatever that saying is about windmills. Meanwhile, the volcano here is still glowing, like it's just waiting to go off again. I'm gonna put that down there, because I think this is where, even though I think it's an unbuildable area, it'll kind of help with setting up a couple of what are known as, you know, phantom houses, more or less, that just kind of pop up. But, we're getting close, so... Oops, there's 778, and then I believe we have to... I believe we do have to travel elsewhere to get that other, whatchamacallit. It says max, but, trust me, there's a way to get, more. Let's, head over to the frozen wasteland that is Northwall. There's only 2 people here. We gotta build this place up now. While dealing with a dragon, a demon, and giant-ass skulls. Alright, where's the first, Okay, well, the skulls are arguably the worst threat, so we're gonna head towards it first. Also, just a wheat here to, convert that. Come on. I mean, this is near the end of the game, so I guess it would be challenging, but... No. Okay, we're sealing the monster lair. So Jackert, they've sealed the monster's lair. And they found something in the monster lair. My master, we found a strange bow and some arrows. I present this to you as an offering. Please accept it. Yeah, well, that's not even the worst part, is, the worst is, as you can see here, this time the earthquake was not my fault. It was the fault of the giant skulls. So first, unfortunately my, little cherub buddy, doesn't have the strength to shoot arrows right now. Okay, we sealed one of the lairs, so, let's see. Oh. The cold here is so harsh that people are unable to live with ordinary clothing. Well, Master, do you have any material with which we could make warmer clothing? Yep, and now they're complaining about freezing their asses off. What do you expect in a place called Northwall? But that's where the first would take the strength of Angel, which that just powers up the Angel's bow. But, anyway, the Sheep's Fleece, which we got from Atos. People of Northwall can now keep themselves warmer. It really sucks because, wait, why is there... I thought I sealed the one palace. Or the one lair. Wait, my master, did you know that there's a large new tree growing northeast of here? The other day, two of us went to the mighty tree. At the trunk of the tree, we found something very interesting. There were two initials carved in the tree. These initials prove that people inhabited this land a few thousand years ago. We also discovered a hidden scroll near the trunk of the tree. Please accept it. Yeah, well, of course people lived here before. The thing that happened was, the master went to fight, Tanzra, only to basically get his ass kicked and had to recover for a few hundred years. Okay, let's... work our way up and seal that layer. Okay, well that one's sealed. And something was found. Strange statue. Oh, master, we now understand how to build bridges. We now begin building homes over the river. It's good, because, this X thing, that's what's going down next. As soon as I can get, a little angel buddy here, enough strength to knock out one of these skulls. Okay, now that he's gone, we don't have to worry about this field getting dried up again. Now let's, correct our way. Unfortunately, little chair buddy, I think I'm just gonna have him hide over here in the corner. It's okay, they'll rebuild. They'll always rebuild. Sealed monsters' lairs. Civilization is improving. Good. Let's just take care of this little bastard. And our level is increased again. Levels 16, hit points 23. Okay, next level will increase when the population becomes 4,600. What's the max level? Let's see, where's the stats here? The max level is 17. So once we gain the next level, that will be the end. And depending how much I can get going before we get to that skull lair, I'm gonna try to see if I can't at least maximize everything beforehand, or if I'm just gonna have to deal with this shit. It takes 8 hits with the regular arrows. Even if I use the Strength of Angel, it takes yeah, it is relatively short for what it is. But I mean, it's a mix of different elements, so... I mean, if it was solely, you know, with the RPG elements, it would definitely be longer. Same with the city building, that would definitely be, that would definitely make it go way longer. And then there's the platforming part, which that probably would be short anyway, but I don't know. For 1991, it does what it needs to do. It's still fun. I haven't played the remake, ActRaiser Renaissance yet, but I imagine that one's probably... I imagine that one's got to be much longer. Because not only does it have extra content, but apparently the city building is more like a tower defense kind of thing. But, okay, we seal the lair. Alright, he's not coming back. And more civilization improvements. And, they're sad again. Let's see. Oh, Master, a monster has appeared from the mighty tree. The mighty old tree is our symbol of Northwall. Simply gazing upon it stirs the emotions within us. Oh, Master, please save our symbol of Northwall. Come down and drive the monsters away. Yeah, we can do that. Gonna have to do that, actually. Oh, and, yeah, now they're building factories, too, up here in Northwall. Destroys a wall. Yeah, but I think I'm still gonna have to do Act 2 to you know, finish the game, obviously. First, let's save, just for good measure. The magical aura can be useful against the boss in this one. So, let's see, with it, your body will be surrounded by balls of lights, forming an energy shield. Then, let's see, mystical light. This can consume monsters with a ray of light from the Sky Palace. Yeah, it sounds better than it actually is, unfortunately. So we're gonna go with the magical aura. Yeah, but it would have been fun if you could destroy it instead. Maybe. Oh, hi, Kiera. I'm Lurker friend, sorry for that. That's fine. I think, pretty sure... I mean, I don't think it counts as, like, a viewer or anything, but... I mean, it's hardly up to you. Ooh. Now we get that one up. 500 points. There. Take that. First, let's take out these eyeballs. Apparently the trees have eyes and not the hills. That counts if they sent an emote from time to time. Yeah, well, unfortunately I don't have any unique emotes. Supposed to be getting a commissioner something or other with somebody on that, but I don't know. Okay, I think I have to go this way, or not. Maybe down. Huh. Okay, well, it's not letting me go, down any further. I think I'm just gonna have to take a chance across this thing. Oop. Or not. Oop. Okay, well that's the magical aura, which I didn't mean to fire off there. Points, which is good. Okay, gonna have to kind of okay, I can't figure out how to jump over there, so because there doesn't seem to be a way out there. Oh, right. Never mind. Guess I was just a little off. $1,000 points, I'll take that. Ah, damn it. Well, I mean, for the last action stage, it is expected to be hard. Take that. Do watch movies. Sometimes I'm more of a YouTube guy now, where I just kind of watch YouTube videos. Okay, this should act as a checkpoint. We got frickin' bubbles. But I think they, yeah, the green ones pop after a while. The blue ones pop right away. So we want to go for the green ones. And the yellow ones are just hazards. What do I enjoy watching? Isn't that the $1,000,000 question on how to describe it? It just... whatever tickles my fancy. Sometimes I watch news stuff, sometimes I watch other VTubers stuff. Oftentimes I just use it to listen to music. And we've reached the top, and we have the Arctic Wyvern. And you can see the magical aura does pretty decent against him. I'm waiting for him to, I guess maybe since he's low on health, he's not gonna... oh, or not. Yep, that's that for him. Now, will Todd Howard just please release Elder Scrolls 6 already? Ah, 21,000, that was pretty good. That was easy. Yeah, it can be difficult. If you choose the wrong magic to go with, sometimes the bosses can be easier or harder depending on what magic you use and what you choose to go with. But anyway, when you destroyed the final monster, the demon Tanzra's Island emerged from the depths of the ocean northeast of here. Tanzra is underground waiting for his final battle with the Master. Alright, let's go, Sir Jackred, to the haunted land, Deathheim. No, first we're going to, go back to Northwall. The people in Northwall have something to say. Thank you, Master, for ridding our land, Northwall, of all monsters. We can now carry on by ourselves. Thank you for taking care of us. Anyway, let's, okay, yeah, see, Aitos, did the thing where, even though we weren't there, a couple houses got built up, and it reached the max of 802. Since these have offerings, let's, take them, even though, even though the bomb and angel arrows really have no purpose now that all the monsters are dead. But, sorry guys, you're getting earthquaked too. Yeah, it is funny to do that, but it's necessary. The smaller houses, the level 1 houses only have 4 people, the level 2 houses have 6, the level 3 ones have 8. And are also resistant to earthquakes. Now, the max for Northwall is 650. So this might take a while, but... in the meantime, see, well, okay, I'm getting a message on Discord. There, hee hee. Yep. Certification. Yeah. Okay, so we're at 3:30 now. Yeah, the game is pretty short, because after this we're going to the final battle. In the meantime, I'm thinking, what game will I do after this one? Because I have a few that I'm thinking of and would like to do. Others I'd rather... I don't know. Not to mention, next Friday, on the 14th, I think, for example, well, one was Final Fantasy 1. I was thinking of doing that. I was also considering maybe taking another crack at Katamari Damacy. One I really want to jump into at one point is Zelda, starting with the first one. But that being my all-time favorite series, I kind of want to... The thing that's keeping me from doing that is wanting it to be as perfect as possible. Because as my favorite video game franchise, I want to do it justice. And also in the works, another one I'm thinking of is Mega Man 4. So yeah, a few different games that I'm not 100% sure which one I'm going to pick yet. Fuck. Stupid yawns. Well, there's our total score, 190,520. Just in case you were curious. It would be fun. Yeah, I tried Katamari Damacy, and at one point I got just so stuck at something so arbitrary and just annoyed me to the point I just gave up on it. But that doesn't mean I don't want to take another shot at it at one point. I just want to, if I do, I just want to make sure I'm able to actually finish it and not just, stop halfway. But our level increased. I'm very happy with your improvement. Now you're level 17, and your hit points are 24. Sir Jackred, it appears you've recovered your original strength. Yep, and if we look at where it says next, it just shows 0. Yay! Yes. Very yay. But the thing is, if you mess up with the population, building up population areas, you can potentially lock yourself out of getting that last level. Granted, it's only 1 hit point, but for the final boss, every little bit counts. And we can see it's maxed out now at 650. The total population, the highest possible population for all the areas combined, is 4,652. So there is a small margin of error, but not very big. If you mess up with reaching the highest population, it's going to be Blood Pool that fucks you over with all the rivers in it. let's, just for fun, let's go back and visit Bloodpool. Gonna take, offerings of wheat. I know it, there's no point to it. I just want to have a full inventory of junk. Let's see, can I take any more? Oh, too many possessions. Cannot carry any more. Yeah. See where it says item? We can hold 8 items. Again, they have no purpose for the final battle. I like to hoard items. So, if a game gives me the option to do that, I will do that. But, back to the Sky Palace. Okay. But, yeah, that's the highest population we can get. Nothing we can really do now except go to, the final area, Deathheim. So you can even move it down here to see stuff like this. Yep. First, gonna select the magic. Gonna go with old reliable here with the magical stardust. Let's save for good measure. This will be the last battle. All monsters will be completely eliminated from this world. Sir Jackred, are you ready? As ready as I'm gonna be. Actually, let me take a quick drink here first. Yep. Peach flavored. May luck be with you. We're gonna need it. Now, Deathheim isn't a stage as much as it is a boss rush. Basically, we fight all of the Act 2 bosses again. With the added benefit that they move at double speed. Alright, that's one down. Alright, that's two down. Is that a black hole? I think it's supposed to be a solar eclipse. I mean, now we have the Pharaoh. This would be a good time to... Why can't I use my magic? The one time I want to actually use it. Whatever. Yep. That took him down pretty quickly. Come on, come down here. I don't want to play your stupid card game. I don't even know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't think anybody does, honestly. Okay, 3 down. Who's next? This guy. Alright. Alright. Now we get to the asshole boss. Again, they basically move at double speed to make this more challenging, because you're more powerful. Oh, that was a good time one. Alright. He's down. And now, even though we just fought him, we must fight the Arctic Wyvern again. Because Todd Howard demands his 30 septims, and he's gonna get him, come hell or high water. Oh, well, that's okay. Still got plenty of lives. Thankfully, there's no need to worry about score or anything like that. I know I have only one magic thing left, and you might think, well, what about Tanzra? We won't need it. And he's down. And now, the big guy, Tanzra. Thankfully for this fight, we get a cool ability to shoot beams from our sword, which really helps. And first form down. And look at all that health. It's actually not as bad as it looks. Because the sword takes out... The energy beam takes 2 hits, or 2 points of health off of him, so... It's actually not that bad. Yeah, it's meant to be... I'm pretty sure it's meant to be an intimidation thing more than anything. Alright, we didn't do that, but it's okay. Going in with full health this time. Yeah, his design's badass. You should see them in ActRaiser 2. Designs there are cooler, but Oh, getting a bit of slowdown. Cooler, but, well, the sequel is, kind of a downgrade. Okay, come on, just a little more. That was close. But he's down. And with that, Deathheim is clear. And we get peaceful music. Yep, I did it. I clutched there at the very end. And my health is refilled, for no good reason. Sir Jackred, you have been a tireless master. With this, our current duties are complete. We have labored long and hard to help our people become free. I do feel a bit of regret that they will on longer need our help. Let's take one last look at each of the thriving towns we helped develop. Yes, the friends we made along the way. Fillmore. Yep, this is Fillmore. Look how the people cleared and cultivated the land and constructed a prospering town. Oh yes, one of the men of Fillmore had the ability to predict the future. His ability helped save Fillmore. He finally gave his life for his town. I'm sure he expected that final fate. From birth, all people are guided by a force called destiny. Because people are unaware of their destiny, they may not understand all that life has to offer. The man who quietly accepts his destiny is also the one who becomes a great leader and person. I think they're trying to teach us something here. I'm not sure what, though. This is Bloodpool. The lake has already returned to its beautiful blue color. Oh yes, there was an energetic boy named Teddy. Sir Jackred and I are supposed to treat all people equally, but since he was such a likable young boy, he received much of our attention. Oh, do you remember people of Bloodpool had to draw lots to decide who was to be sacrificed? At the time, I didn't tell you, but I knew whose lot was drawn. It was Teddy. Unfortunate. Now come to Cassandora. This is the desert town, Cassandora, though you wouldn't know it because there's no sand left. Now there is very little evidence of the once massive desert. You're welcome, Anakin. People said they were drawn into the pyramid by its magical powers. But should we believe this? The monsters living in the pyramid were nothing more than reincarnates of the human slaves who built the pyramid. Their spirits remained, drawing people's minds to the pyramid. Now the pyramid is sealed, and their souls saved. They will be reborn as human beings. Interesting. Just a recap of everything we've seen here. This is the volcanic town, Itos. I was so impressed by these people who tried to build homes in spite of the continuous lava flow. Their leader passed from this life right before your very eyes. I am certain he dedicated his whole life to informing people of your existence. I hoped Atos would become a beautiful town, representative of his great spirit. Welcome to Marana. This is the jungle town, Marana. My, they have built so many homes on such a small island. I felt very sad when the town's two leaders were tempted by the wicked mirror. But human beings have a tendency to choose the easier way when faced with difficulties. Yes, like digital-only games. Having seen the people's weakness, I felt obligated to lead them in the right direction. Finally, we come to Northwall. This is the last of our lands, Northwall. Skyrim, basically. I felt a little guilty about letting people live in such a cold climate, but they successfully overcame many problems. Their two leaders were telling us that when they found the two initials on the mighty tree, they felt a certain affection toward what or who had left the initials. I think those two leaders were sweethearts who had lived here long ago, but were killed by monsters. Their spirits have since come to dwell in these bodies. If my story is correct, the sweethearts have finally reunited after a long separation. Even though they don't remember. Isn't it a beautiful story? Yes, it is. This being so, it seems your people, as well as yourself, have had hard times. Sir Jackred, why don't we take a look inside the shrine? Oh, no one's here. There's no one here. In former times, people would call for you and ask for your help. As cultures and lands become more advanced, do people tend to forget those who helped them? Yes, but then people may be most happy when not in need of help from their master, or when they have forgotten him. Should we yearn for a time when people will no longer need to ask for our help? That's an interesting thought, but and with that, the master and the angel in the Sky Palace basically head off to the heavens to presumably wait for the day they may be needed again. Yes, that did hit hard. It asks a lot of philosophical questions, and that finale does kind of hit you in the chest a bit. Makes you feel something. But that just shows how good the story, as minimalist as it is, works. Yay, happy ending. Yes, indeed. So that was ActRaiser. Bit of a forgotten gem on the Super Nintendo. There was a sequel, but that one kind of downgraded in that it got rid of the city building aspect and the level up aspect and became effectively a full-on, side-scroller / beat-em-up game. Not nearly as good as this one. This game I put in A tier for how I would rate it as a game. It's solid story. The gameplay is fun, if a bit tedious at times, since sometimes you're just waiting on the town to develop. A bit short, given the deep story, but not every game needs to be 300 hours. I dread when I get to the point where I've basically run out of retro games from like the 80s and 90s and move into like the PS2 era games where even the short ones will be like 60 hours, but anyway. Yes, the sequel, I don't know about doing that one. For one, I don't have a copy of ActRaiser 2. That game, to my knowledge, did not get a release on Wii Virtual Console or Wii U. And I don't believe it's available on the Switch Online at this point. It's also much harder, but nothing wrong with challenge. It cuts out 2 of the 3 aspects of this game and just focuses on the side-scroller part. Which isn't terrible, but I mean, the first one sets up something good. But I guess that's why the franchise basically went dormant until 2021, when this game got a remake in ActRaiser Renaissance. So it's, anything? Do I have to... I guess I have to... Oh, wait, my Wiimote sat so long it turned off. Anything? Nope, I guess I have to reset. But that's okay, because after beating the game, a new thing unlocks on the title screen. So we have continue, new game, and then we have professional, which is basically a run-through of all the action stages, minus the city building and whatnot. More of the arcade style adventure that they were probably going for with ActRaiser 2, but since I've still got some time for shits and giggles, let me just see how far I can get in professional. Also gives me a chance to hear that Fillmore Act 1 music again, which is kick-ass. Okay, also, looks like I start with the full health bar, but enemies are twice as tough and do twice as much damage, it looks like. I also start off with 5 lives, but never actually beaten the professional mode, but I think it's worth showing off just for those who... I mean, for anyone who wants a further challenge. Here you go. replaying value like? Kind of. I mean, it doesn't really... Like, it doesn't really unlock anything if you go the whole way through. It is mostly bragging rights. I mean, the max population for the regular game is, again, 4652, which I achieved, so... I mean, it's not like you can play through it and build the levels any higher than that, but... I mean, it gives you a little something extra to do. Again, I'm not sure I'm going to beat this. I'm not exactly... It's called professional, but I'm not exactly a pro at this game, despite knowing all the ins and outs of the mechanics. Yeah, the enemies are harder. Even though we start with a full health bar of 24 units instead of 8, and 5 lives. But it's cool. It's cool they did that anyway. As you can see here, straight on to Act 2. Points. Alright, I forget the enemies take 2 hits. Gets used to most of the enemies taking only 1. More points. So I could really use an apple right about now. Just go to sleep now. Good night. Thank you. Oh, that's fine. If you got a roll, that's perfectly fine. I can't force anyone to watch me or stick around, so... before you go, though, let me just advise my next stream date, which, assuming work goes well, should be Tuesday, the 11th. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as normal. So, there is that. Yeah, I don't expect to beat professional mode, not that... Sure, drop by, remember schedule. Well, thank you. I mean, it is also on, my Twitter X thing, so... I mean, there's just, for anybody who, for whatever reason, can't remember it. Oop. Let's, jump, 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 jump. All right. Okay, that's an apple. That's good. Well, that's Fillmore done. And now we go to Blood Pool. There's that. Oh, that's starting soon, apparently. Not that I really get enough viewers to justify it, but it's there. Also, I just noticed no magic either for this, so no cheesing the Pharaoh with magic Stardust. Gonna have to fight him fair and square. Damn it, it disappeared. Good old patience. Something that, gamers nowadays lack. Yeah, fuck. Getting tired waiting for this fucker to show up. Alright, that's 3 down. On to Dracula's castle now. What a horrible night to have a curse. Okay, apple. Let's run through here. Oof. Okay, well, I'm getting tired, and, seeing as how our professional mode is just going through all the stages here, I'm just gonna call it, here, let's, reset. Just listen to that, awesome intro again. So yeah, between my vacation time and this week, I was able to finish off Fire Emblem, as well as fit in Doom and ActRaiser. I'm on a fucking roll. Let's hope I can keep up the momentum here. But first, who's available for raiding? That would make sense, or just someone to raid. Yeah, I think way too much on this stuff. Actually, I think I'm just gonna leave it here this time. Anyway, I'll be back on Tuesday the 11th, assuming everything goes according to plan. Which game I'm gonna do, I still need to think about, but with so many in mind, though, I think it'll be good. So till next time, this is Jack Red VT. Ride the wind.